Welcome everyone. It's another Consult the Mystic. I'm Sal, so we'll get right to it. So today's question is there another way of improving the vibration at the home and at work? Okay, like vibration, probably you're manifesting something at home or at work. First things that I want to discuss with the home is it's very important that we keep our home clean, we keep our home organized. The energy and the flow should be harmonious. Okay, sunlight, of course, is very important. So windows open, air can come through and then go out also. Because remember, like all this is part of your manifesting, like the energy flow inside the home. It's like our fourth house, right? Comfort, security. This is where if you find peace, it increases your vibration, right? So given if you are already doing all those, because we can't just be doing using tools, crystals, and remedies, and then you expect like, oh, magically it will just work. No, it doesn't work like that. So you always have to have the foundation, and I will always go back to that. So the cleanliness of the home, the maintenance of the home, no leaks, the what do you call this? The toilet, the sink, the water inside the house has to be always maintained. Okay, so maintenance of the apartment, the condo, the house, always the upkeep is very important. Okay, so if you're doing that, that's good. So now is the time where you can, of course, invite more energy to the house to help you with what you're manifesting. So like 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, it's more of like 3 years ago, when I was working with Vastu or Feng Shui, like, for fixing the energy at the house. So when I started like learning and practicing different things, I experiment. So if I experiment, then that's the only time I can basically share to other people. So I experimented with a lot. I do my candles like religiously. You guys know that. But then there are times where you can't leave the candles right at home lit. You're gonna go out, okay, and then that's the no, right? Normally you do your prayers, you're offering your incense and candles, right? So it's always there, right? I mean, you always have to be present. And then I told myself, what about when I'm not there? Of course, it doesn't stop the manifestation. I understand that. But what if I have something, okay, that invites that presence without me thinking, oh no, my candles, oh no, my incense, right? So that's one part that I was trying to solve. And as a mystic, I like to create. You guys know that. Like, I will create for days and years and thousands of ages, even though I look like, you're welcome. Okay, exaltation of any planet out there. Keeping the youth. Okay. Next time I'll sell like it's from death becomes her. I found the vial and then you drink it and it's just everything. Okay. Goldie Hawn. Okay. So anyway, you don't know my age if you know that movie. Okay. Anyway, coming back to the story here, laughter makes you look young. Trust me. Okay. So I was thinking, it's like, oh no, like, how do I do this? Not that it wasn't like a big problem, but I wanted to create something. So I woke up one day and I said, like, I'm gonna make my own scented, because we make our own candles, my own scented diffuser, because working with oils and fragrance, right? So I said, like, okay, that's good. I like that. So fragrance, Venus, right? Oils also. It invites, essence oils invites energy at the house. Just like when you put eucalyptus, it calms you down, especially if you have anything that troubles you with your mind, because normally that is involving Rahu, stress, anxiety. Eucalyptus helps you, and there's the lavender also. Lavender helps you. But different scent, okay, can invite different energies at home. So then I did my whole like research and study on like, okay, what scent, what oil? And then I told myself, what about crystal also? So it's like, oh, that's good. So I had to source out what do you call this? What do you call this? I don't look at them as a vendor. I look at them more of like another mystic, because majority people who does crystals, even though they're big companies, they're really mystic. That's their foundation. So I look for another mystic out there, and then I ask, it's like, is there any crystal that I can put in my diffuser? Then then they give me some samples, and it's like, okay, so I like this. So I already how to say this, like, I already have my essence, my oil, I got my fragrance. Now I need to connect it with certain crystals. Now, let me show you. There we go. There we go. Okay. So then I created this. Now this is unique. It's one of a kind. I mean, you won't see this with any other place. Plus, I make it myself. So then I created these are diffusers. So for people who doesn't know what a diffuser is, so this one, protection always basically in front of my doorway. That's a number one. So if you get the home essential kit, this one goes hand in hand with that one. So this is a protection. Now this one has moonstone. You can see it. There's crystals in it. Okay, and it's red ginger. Okay, now a lot of people, of course, are particular with scent. I understand that. So then I created different scents. Not I created, like I match it. So for example, like this one always goes next to my cash register or in my money corner in the northeast. So this one is abundance. Okay, and this has sea salt. Okay, and then that's the crystal right there. You guys can see it? Okay. So I pair each, and I think there is like eight that I made, but there's only 7 here. So like for example, if I'm doing like certain, being magical me, I have a dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is really, really good for things magical. I enjoy this a lot. Now this one, okay, this crystal diffuser, what I do is like I put it in the specific corner, and then of course like I like that it's 90 days when I have this energy, so I don't even have to think about it. I think 90 days or 60 days for like a good 2-3 months. I think 90 days, because there's one that I use which is healing. This one, rainwater, that's the scent. This is when I was going through something deep, and then it's like, oh, this is good for my meditation. Like if I'm meditating or where I do my prayers, that's where I put it. Okay, and then of course there's the love part. You guys know that's the rose quartz. There, and then again the scent is connected. Then we of course like ascension. So these are different. Miracle one, I use this every full moon. So I put this week, I think it's called. Okay, so I put it. So this one is fluorite. Yeah. This was rosemary and sage. So this one I only do, I open it. I cannot open it here, but I open it, I remove the cap, and I put it during the full moon, like 5 days, and I take it off again. So this one, it's like it lasts forever. So now that's for my different like corners at home or at work or in business, so I match each. So then I kind of find a solution where it's a happy medium where if I want to use my candle, I can use it, but at the same time I know, like for example in the love corner of the house, the harmony part, in the living room, I put the love diffuser. Okay, so that's what I do, and I'm just sharing this with you guys. Now of course you guys can check it in the description box, and that's how I improve the energy at home. The scent, the aroma, those are all Venusian. The crystals and the gemstone, those are part of Jupiter and Mars. Mars is anything underneath the soil, so that's the gemstone part. And then the part where you put it in each corner, that's basically depending on like your residence or your vastu or your feng shui, whichever you follow, that's where I would put it. Now all this, of course, again, it doesn't help you if you're not cleaning your home. This is all not gonna be helpful at all. So the energy in the flow together with this creates that balance. Once you find that balance at home, the energy, which from the referencing from the question, the energy where you're manifesting or what you're manifesting, okay, you're basically aligning yourself with that. Okay? So I hope you guys were able to pick up some lessons here and there with different mystic stuff that I do. Home is where the heart is, so I like to always make the ambiance, any corner of my living space, because that's where you spend majority of their time. Of course, at work also, I do that. So you can check it out. I put it in the description box below, and I like that we're all what we're doing is like all of this home connection, like we're connecting more of like where we stay more. I mean, a lot of people of course now are working from home, they do their business at home, so it's good that your questions is like that. So keep it coming. You can put it in the description box below if you have any questions with Mystic Sal, and I'll see you guys again.